We would like to welcome you to the 2017 Celebration Life. This happens to be our 20th year in doing this Celebration Life. This event is done to be an honor for the cancer survivors in this area. We do this as a way of giving them an opportunity to have a nice evening out away from the day-to-day struggles of their cancer battle. So this evening is here for cancer survivors and their caregivers as well, as a way to encourage each other and be there and just enjoy a nice evening out with friends.
We hope you enjoy the Danville, Pittsylvania Cancer Association Celebration of Life 2017, held at the Stratford Inn in Danville, Virginia.
There is none like you. No one else can touch my heart like you do. I could search for all eternity long and find there is none like you. There is none like you. No one else can touch my heart like you do. I could search for all eternity long and find there is none like you.
Your mercy flows like a river wide, and healing comes from your hand. Suffering children are safe in your arms. There is none like you. There is none like you. No one else can touch my heart like you do. I could search for all eternity long and find there is none like you. There is none like you. There is none like you, Lord.
No one else can touch my heart like you do. I could search for all eternity long and find there is none like you.
There is none like you.
And I could search for all eternity long. There is none.
There is none.
There is none,
I know
Lord.
there's none.
There is none like you.
We welcome everyone to our 20th Celebration of Life. And thank you.
Could we all bow our heads, please? Father, our God, our Savior, we thank you, Lord, for such a beautiful day that you allowed us to partake of. We thank you for this great institution, Danville, Pittsylvania County Council Association, for all of the work, the lives that they have saved, the lives they have encouraged, the lives they have built when death was knocking at the door. We give you the praise, we give you the honor, and we lift up your name.
If you have any interest in becoming part of Danville, Pittsylvania Cancer, we'd love to have you. We have a volunteer army that I would be delighted to introduce to Barbara Fowler, our volunteer coordinator, and she has an assistant, Al Smith, and so if you'd like to help us, just let me know and we'll put you on board.
I like to thank the Danville, Pennsylvania Counties Council Association for all the hard work that they do for all of us.
Hi, I'm Vic Ingram. I'm the president of the board of directors of Danville, Pittsylvania Cancer Association. I came on the board in 2008 by way of an invite, and never dreamed I'd be on the board this long, more or less the president. But we have so many people in our community that are suffering with cancer. I lost my mother, my mother-in-law, so many people in my family to cancer. So it's just a real passion that I have to do as much as I can to help those that need help in any particular way with cancer.
I'd like to thank the Danville Cancer Association for helping me out. I'm a third-time cancer survivor. And going for them, I don't know what I would do.
My name is Barbara Fowler. I'm the treasurer of Danville, Pennsylvania Cancer. I'm also the volunteer coordinator. I am a 4 cancer survivor, and I do lots of things. I take insure and medical equipment to clients that can't come into the office. I have clients that can call me anytime when they're going through their treatments or they're going for their surgery, because I have been there and I know what it's like.
My name is Diana Smith. I appreciate Danville, Pennsylvania Council Association for giving me gas voucher going to Charlottesville. Thank you.
Yes, this is Julie Thomas, and I'm very thankful for what the Cancer Society have did for me.
As the patient aid coordinator for this organization, I answer the phone a lot. I help clients fill out their applications. I tell clients a lot about what we do, the services we provide. I also try to give emotional support to our clients. When someone is first diagnosed, it's totally overwhelming, and they really don't know what to do and what to expect. So I try to help them along those lines, and as I said, give them information about what we do. And I have had this job only 9 months, and I think it's the best job I've ever had in my life because I really enjoy what I do. I love the clients, and they are very inspirational to me. So I do my best to put them at ease and to help them any way I can.
I'm Marjorie Hamilton. Have been a survivor for 14 years. Have enjoyed being with the Danville, Pennsylvania Cancer Group. They're very nice in getting us information and meeting and being able to visit and talk. It's been great.
My name is Brunhilde Skiers. I thank the Danville, Pennsylvania County for all the goodness they done. In '99, when I had cancer, I had a very hard time. I worked in the river. They helped me get my first body part, I call it, and they helped me at my medicine. They was very thankful. And most of all, I thank God for my healing.
I thank Him for helping me when I had cancer. They bought me a wig, a real nice wig.
Hi, I'm Jan Quinn. I'm on the board of directors for Danville, Pennsylvania Cancer Association. I'm currently serving for my second term. I enjoy doing this. I have had a lot of people in my family that has used the services of Danville Cancer, and the benefits that they have are just phenomenal. We're very fortunate here in Danville to have this association, and we encourage anybody that needs our services to please call, because there's help out there for you. All you need to do is call and ask.
I'd like to thank the Danville, Pennsylvania Community Cancer Service for all the stuff that they have done for me. I personally am a survivor and going through treatment right now, and they have done so much to help me through my journey.
I'd like to thank the Danville, Pennsylvania County Cancer Association for what they have done for us and for a family member too. Thank you very much.
I'm Karen Johnston, and I am the race director for Bridge to Bridge. This year it was the 8th anniversary. Next year we'll be celebrating the 9th anniversary, and the purpose of that race is to raise money for Danville, Pennsylvania County Cancer Association. All the money that we raise and all the profit that is raised goes to our community. It stays in our community. We hope that everyone will save that date next year and come out. It's April the 14th, 2018, and it will start and end at the Danville Community Market.
Well, I thank them for giving me gas vouchers and help me paying for some of my
medicine that I had, and I appreciate anything and everything that they had done.
My name is John Brown. I just want to thank Danville, Pennsylvania Cancer Center for helping me with everything that they can help me with.
Welcome Mr. Vic Ingram to the stage.
Let's do that again. Anyway, I got married a long time ago, and on my first wedding anniversary, we decided we'd go to the Greensboro Coliseum to a Jimmy Swaggart crusade. Mainly because I just love Janet Paschal. Now, John Stars was okay, but Janet Paschal could really sing, and knowing that she's home folk from Regional North Carolina, it was just a beautiful evening, and I have followed her through the years. Got to meet her 2 years ago at a concert, and we asked if she would be so kind to come and sing and give her testimony tonight, because she is, like so many of you in this room, she is a survivor. And so if you would, now look, all I know is put my finger up and go, woo. That's the Bill Gaither thing. And I went looking for a wig. All I could find was an Afro wig, and that wouldn't work. But anyway, she has toured quite a bit with Mr. Bill Gaither. But anyway, without further ado, Miss Janet Paschal.
She is very happy with how things are here. I know in your travels you meet a lot of hurting people. If my story can be an encouragement to anyone, especially one who has lost a child, please feel free to share. I remember calling my best friend the night my daughter died and saying, I will never be happy again. Praise God, I was wrong. This is Rachel and Matt. This is the baby Eva. That's sharing a story. You can see Rachel has her wig on. And then God sent Kathleen. And now this is Eva and the new baby brother. Aren't you glad God gets in the mix of all of our lives, all of the things that are going on with us? Someone said that in this life some rain is bound to fall, and each one shares his share of tears, and troubles us all. But the hurt won't hurt forever. And those tears are bound to dry, and it won't rain always. The clouds will soon be gone. will see you through. The sun's gonna shine in God's own good time, and He will see you through. It was January 4th, 2005, when I went to the doctor, and he discovered a lump and went in for some more tests. And 3 days later, he called me and said, unfortunately, the news is not what we were hoping for. So my husband and I started down a road that we didn't anticipate and didn't know very much about, and that's probably a good thing in hindsight. My first chemotherapy treatment was with adriamycin. How many of you know, how many of you have met and become intimate with adriamycin? They call it the Red Devil, and rightly so, several of you. At the end of those treatments, those 4 treatments, the doctor called us in again and he said the adriamycin did not work. And I said, have you seen that before? And he said, I have, but very rarely. We said, well, what do we do now? And he said, we want to try a different type of chemotherapy. My hair was just starting to grow back. And I said, will I lose my hair again? And he said, yes, but it'll grow back. And it'll be blonde. Doctors, I could have told him that. So we began that regimen and finished that, and then did our 6.5 weeks of radiation. And all the while, people from 13 different countries wrote letters to me and notes and cards and contacted our office and said our Sunday school class is praying for you, and our youth group and pastors wrote, and so touched and so moved. And I'll never forget the little note from one little girl who wrote and said, Dear Janet Pascal, I'm so sorry you're sick, she said. I'm so sorry you have beast cancer. She was way more accurate than she realized. So I would return to Duke for all of my checkups, and the doctor would look at me and say, as far as we can tell, you're cancer-free. And every time I'd walk out of Duke Medical, I'd think, boy, somebody should be throwing a big party or something. I don't know. They should be stopping traffic.
One more time, Danville. Ain't gonna study one no more.
Yeah, you don't tell him no, you just jump up here. Vic called me and said, hey Jeff, I need you to be a part of this program. He said, I need you to introduce the mayor. And I said, Vic, I'd rather not introduce the mayor. I said, that's a strange fella. I said, something not exactly right with that guy. He said, I said, can we get somebody else? I said, I'm sure you can get somebody else from city council and get them over. He said, I have committed to John Gilstrap and I need for you to introduce him. I said, well, if that's the way it is, that's what I'll do. You know, I'm being facetious, but John and I go way back. John and I have been good friends for probably 30 years, I guess. As you know, John was with the Recreation Department in charge of that for years did a fantastic job, and you can see any number of his facilities right now that he had so much to do with. If you go out to the Dan Daniels complex and the soccer fields, the Little League fields and what have you. And let me tell you this, I was a small part of it, but it had not been for John Gilstrap in his days with the Recreation Department, we may not have professional baseball here in Danville. And John, it's my distinct honor and privilege to present to you the Honorable Mayor of the City of Danville, John Gilstrap.
I'm honored to be here tonight, and Vic, thank you for inviting me. And whereas the primary mission of the Danville, Pittsylvania Cancer Association has changed very little since its inception, and today's mission statement is to serve cancer patients and survivors by assisting with their quality of life and by providing access to services needed to help in their battle against cancer. And whereas the primary focus of service is to assist patients and survivors with financial support for medication, travel and lodging, and counseling and support programs. And whereas today the Danville, Pennsylvania Cancer Association is hosting the 20th annual Celebration of Life program and celebrating another year of life while honoring their clients who have fought this dreaded disease. Now therefore, I, John B. Gilstrap, Mayor of the City of Danville, do hereby extend my sincerest appreciation to the Danville, Pennsylvania Cancer Association for the work they do in our community, and congratulate and celebrate with local cancer survivors. Given under my hand this 22nd day of June 2017, John B. Gilstrap, Mayor of Danville.
It's my distinct privilege to present to you the Honorable Jerry Hagerman of the Board of Supervisors of Pittsylvania County. Jerry.
I had a son who was 43 years old about that time, and that son developed cancer. And 10 years before he passed away, he had it was lymphoma, or I guess lymphoma, not lymphoma. But anyway, and during that first 10 years, he had a bone marrow transplant and just about everything that he did up at University of Virginia. And finally, after 10 years, he'd come back and he died. I actually used to think that the police work and going out here at night and day and whenever was required would really be something. But that's nothing compared to what our citizens and my family has went through with cancer. And again, I appreciate Vic asking me to come down and be here. And if we can help you, let us know. Thank you all.
So we want to definitely be there for you. Danville, Pennsylvania Cancer is a part of this community, just like the wonderful Mr. Hagerman and Mr. Gilstrap. We want to help you too. That's what we're there for. So we want to be there for you. And if you know anyone else in this community that lives in Danville or Pittsylvania County, please, please, please let them know that we are there to help them. I appreciate everything.
We have a board member that came up with a beautiful idea of a fundraiser to raise money to help provide services for you guys. And she called it Bridge to Bridge. And I'm talking about Miss Karen Johnston. And so when Karen came on our board in 2010, she immediately tried to think of a way to make a whole lot of money quick, and she was very successful. And over her tenure, and I'm talking about 8 years of Bridge to Bridge, we're looking at her having spearheaded like $500,000. Can you believe that? Better than that is. So, if her two dear friends, Kimball Campbell and Wendy Herman, would come up here, please. And this is the Mary Crowder Service Award to the Danville Running and Fitness Club, and grateful appreciation for your many years of generous support to Danville Pittsylvania Cancer Association. Because of Karen's connection with the Danville Running and Fitness Club, I'd like to present you the Helen Fleener Director's Award to Karen Johnston in recognition of the years of outstanding service and devotion as a board member to the Danville Pittsylvania Cancer Association.
First of all, it's not I, it's by the grace of God and these dear friends and other friends who aren't here tonight that helped create the Danville Running Fitness Club, Bridge to Bridge. The volunteers put it together, and if we can raise money for Danville Cancer Association, you can raise it as well. And I keep saying Danville Cancer because it is so many people. Look around, you see so many people touched by cancer. And unfortunately, watching that video, it was very heartwarming because some of those people aren't here anymore. But we can just do a little bit to make a difference in our community. We live in a wonderful, wonderful community here. There's so many good people that have gone through so much. It is our job, it is our duty, and with the power of God behind us, we can all make a difference. So think about what you can do to make somebody else's life better. If I can do it and all of these people and my friends can help me do it, you can do it too. So with that, when you leave here tonight, think about what you can do. Say a kind word to somebody and make a difference and a positive difference in someone else's life. We all can do it. Thank you. And I'm proud to say you spelled my name correctly.
And Karen is also a survivor. My dear friend Barbara Fowler came on this board in 2012. Not long after that, she was elected the treasurer because she could count. Not long after that, she was appointed as our volunteer coordinator because she had such a heart and passion for serving people, mainly those cancer survivors. But being a cancer survivor and being on this board and working and giving, and like I said, she's going to kill me for telling you all this, but it's just, I got to die some way. That's a pretty good way of doing it. But I would like to present you, Barbara, with the Helen Fleener Director's Award in recognition for years of outstanding service and devotion as a board member to the Danville Pittsylvania Cancer Association.
Y'all will never know how much each one of you that's come through our doors has blessed my life. And I appreciate every one of you. And thank y'all so much. I'm gonna get rid of me.
No, I wouldn't get rid of it. Just turn your keys in tonight. Well, we got an award for you, Miss Janet. And it says, presented to Janet Pascal for your support and generosity. How simple could it be?
It's so special.
Oh, and it gets better. The board voted to give you that flower arrangement right there, too. Right there, so that's yours. Or you can give that to your piano player. But anyway, hey, that's our program. I know it went a little bit long, but you know what? 20 years later, this is the biggest crowd I think we've ever had. And it's such an honor and such a blessing to be able to serve, to stand here before you, to look at you. And hopefully you'll be back next year, year number 21. Thank y'all for coming.
If you would like to contact us about either making a donation, you can get on our website at www.danvillevacancer.org, or you can call us at 434-791-3227. We're also gearing up our volunteer program, which you can also contact us by that phone number again, which is 434-791-3227. And just a note that all of the money that is donated or given to Danville, Pittsylvania Cancer through these means of the grants, fundraisers, and contributions stays locally and goes back out into the local community to help the cancer patients in Danville and Pittsylvania County. And we do thank you for your support.
You can reach the Danville, Pittsylvania Cancer Association by giving them a call at 434-791-3227. And if you need to fax them something, you can do that at 434-791-4815. Thank you very much for watching the Celebration of Life 2017.